Top 10 Yoga Poses for Stress Relief. Yoga allows you to focus on meditation, mindful breathing, and beneficial postures, which reduces stress and can help lower blood pressure, increase lung capacity, and improve respiratory function and heart rate. Yoga can also boost your body's production of hormones, such as endorphins and endocannabinoids, which promote feelings of calmness and happiness, not to mention helping you to better manage physical pain and emotional distress. Before we get started, subscribe to our channel and turn on the notification bell so you never miss our latest content. 1. Sun Salutation Pose. Stand with your feet slightly apart and parallel to each other. Stretch your arms, though not rigidly, down alongside your torso with your palms turned out and your shoulders relaxed. Inhale and sweep your arms overhead in wide arcs. If your shoulders are tight, keep your hands apart and gaze straight ahead. Otherwise, bring your palms together, drop your head back and gaze up at your thumbs. 2. Sitting Pose. Sit on the floor and stretch your legs out straight in front of you. Next, bend your right leg at the knee, placing your right foot on your left thigh with the help of your hands. Then, fold your left leg as well at the knee, holding it with your hands, and bring it to rest on your right thigh. Both of your feet should be close to your navel. Be sure that the soles of your feet are turned upward. Now, stretch your arms out, letting your palms rest against your knees. Sit erect while maintaining this posture. 3. Child's Pose. You then slowly fold forward until your forehead rests on the yoga mat. Allow your big toes to touch either with your knees together or separated. If you wish, you can stack your hands and rest your head on your forearms or simply extend your arms out in front of you. Remain in this pose for at least 10 breaths. With each exhale, try to release as much air as you can. 4. Happy Baby Pose. For this fun pose, lie flat on your back on the floor or a mat. With your head flat on the mat, bend your knees toward your chest at a 90-degree angle. Face the soles of your feet up toward the ceiling. Reaching forward, grab and hold the inside or outside of your feet and spread your knees apart, shifting them toward your armpits. Then, flex your heels into your hands and gently rock from side to side. Remain in this position for several breaths while inhaling and exhaling deeply. 5. Thread the Needle Pose. Begin this pose on all fours. Then, take your left arm and begin to thread it across the mat and over to the right side of the mat. Next, gently drop down to your shoulder and the left side of your head. Your right arm can stay supporting you or you can reach it overhead or wrap it around your back. Hold this posture for 3 to 5 minutes on each side, then come down very slowly. 6. Standing Forward Fold Pose. From a standing position, you bend your knees and hinge forward from your hips, placing your hands in front of your feet. Make sure you engage your core and exhale as you fold. Then shift your weight to the balls of your feet. If your hamstrings are tight, bend your knees slightly to avoid straining your lower back. Otherwise, if you can comfortably do so, lengthen through the back of your legs, remembering to keep your weight on the balls of your feet. Next, grab hold of each of your elbows with the hand from the other arm. Focus on softening your jaw, neck and around your eyes, and clear thoughts from your mind. Hold this pose for 5 breaths, then slowly rise back up to the standing position. 7. Cobra Pose. For this pose, place your palms flat on the ground directly under your shoulders. Then bend your elbows straight back and hug them into your sides. Pause for a moment looking straight down at your mat with your neck in a neutral position, and while anchoring your pubic bone to the floor. Next, inhale to lift your chest off the floor. Roll your shoulders back but keep your low ribs on the floor. Make sure your elbows continue hugging your side without winging out to either side. Do not crank up your head. Keep your gaze fixed on the floor. Hold this pose for up to 30 seconds while maintaining even breathing. To release, exhale, drop your head to the floor and lower your body by using your arms. 8. Cat Pose. This pose mostly focuses on stretching your lower back, but also affects the muscles of your hips, upper back and lungs, releasing tension, increasing spinal flexibility and mobility, and creating emotional balance. You start on your hands and knees, like a cat, and exhale while drawing your stomach into your spine, and rounding your back to the ceiling as far as you can. The top of your head should be pointing to the floor. Inhale as you return to your original position. Repeat this movement 10 times, remembering to keep your shoulders relaxed and your arms straight. 9. Reclined Twist Pose. Start this pose by lying on your back with your arms out, so you're a T-shape. Then move your hips a little over the right and bring your knees over to the left. You can support your knees with a bolster or blocks. Hold this position for 3 to 5 minutes. To come out of the pose, simply bring your knees over your hips and then repeat on the other side. 10. Legs up the wall pose. To perform this pose, sit on the floor facing a wall. Lower your head and shoulders to the floor, lying on your side. Then, roll onto your back and stretch your legs up the wall with your feet comfortably hip distance apart. You can adjust your position by moving your tailbone toward the wall. Find a comfortable position for your arms at your sides with your palms turned up. Relax your legs against the wall and release all effort. Settle into the pose and breathe. Hold this position for at least 10 minutes. To come out of the pose, bend your knees and roll to your side. Remain there for a few breaths before using your arms to slowly push yourself back up to a seated position. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content. Hit the notification bell to stay updated with our latest videos. Share your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you for watching.